Season 1, The Cause of Home, Expanded. Ian, a soft-spoken and introspective college student, returns to his hometown of Gajranola for summer break after 2 exhausting semesters in Lahore. His family sold heavily, on as majestic and full of life, now stands quiet and forgotten, wrapped in vines and dust. The neighborhood speaks little of it, as if the building itself has become a ghost. One afternoon, driving by childhood memories and a vague pull he can't explain, Ian sneaks inside. He wanders through long abandoned rooms, creaking staircases, and sunlight corridors with fading portraits. Deep in the house, he finds a sealed wooden door carved in red fabric and symbols. Something about it unnerves him. That night, he dreams of a woman crying behind that same door. Over the following days, strange things begin to happen. He hears faint whispers in empty rooms. Shadows flicker where no one stands. The dreams intensify. One night, he clearly hears a woman's voice calling his name. When he mentions this to his mother, he falls silent and quickly changes the topic. Ian starts reading old books and letters found in the attic. Among them is a journal, belonging to his great-great-grandfather. The entries begin normally, discussing business and land, but take a dark turn. The man confesses to a betrayal, writing about a girl named Mirun who waits still. 10. Ian meets Mira. She's in town documenting old colonial era sites. At first, he seems like just another traveler, but when he mentions the heavily and its unfinished story, he grows suspicious. Mira claims she's been drawn to the house for reasons he can't explain. They team up and begin exploring the heavily more deeply. They discover a hidden entrance to a cellar beneath the dining room. Inside, they find old artifacts, ceremonial towels, and symbols painted on stone walls, symbols matching those on the sealed upstairs door. Mira reveals she's seen them before, in forgotten folk texts describing rituals of binding spirits to places. The realization hits, the door upstairs is not just locked. It is sealed. As the whispers grow louder and the air heavier, Ian and Mira try to piece together the past. Through journal fragments and conversations with an old caretaker, they learn that Mirun was a maid who fell in love with Ian's ancestor. They planned to run away together, but he chose honor and land over love. He was locked away, literally walled in, and died alone beneath the house. Her spirit has remained ever since, waiting for him, or someone like him, to set things right. Determined to end the curse, Ian and Mira prepare a ritual. They gather the necessary relics and burn incense in the cellar, hoping to release Mirun's spirit. But when they begin, the room shakes, and a shadowy figure appears, furious, betrayed. The ritual fails. Ian collapses, and Mira disappears without a trace. In the final episode, Ian wakes up in the sealed room. It has opened, and inside is a small, cold room, empty but for the echo of sobbing. He realizes the only way to make amends is to drive something precious. He offers his future, symbolically driving up his career and dreams, choosing to stay in the heavily and care for it, making it a home again. The spirit slowly fades, and peace falls over the house. But Mira is still missing. In the final shot, Ian stands by the window, watching the street below, a photo of Mira in hand. Her voice, faint but clear, says, "Not yet." The screen fades to black. 2 years have passed since the events in Gajranola. Ian is now living in Lahore, pursuing a master's degree in architecture. Outwardly, he seems thin, well adjusted, focused, and quiet. But inwardly, he's haunted. Dreams of Mira have returned, vivid and more urgent than ever. He hears her voice in crowded streets, catches glimpses of her in reflections, and wakes with a sense that something unfinished is calling him again. One night, while attending a restoration project briefing on a decaying heavily in Lahore's walled city, he notices something strange. A series of old inscriptions on a crumbling wall match the symbols he saw in Gajranola. That same night, he dreams of Mira standing in a fog-filled corridor, whispering his name and pointing downward, toward the ground beneath the heavily Compelled by this connection, Ian volunteers to work on the project. As he explores the building, he uncovers architectural similarities between this Lahore Haveli and his family's in Gajranola, identical layouts, matching wooden carvings, even the same style of ceiling symbols. Ian's suspicion turns into certainty, the curse that once haunted Gajranola is not over. It was only half the story. While surveying the basement with workers, Ian meets Zara, a young archaeologist with a sharp eye and a history of exploring underground tunnels linked to old Sufi sites. Zara is skeptical at first but grows intrigued when Ian shows her sketches and records from his past experiences. They work together and discover an underground tunnel system that links several of Lahore's oldest buildings, abandoned mosques, Mughal-era Havelis, even a dried-up stewell, all tied to rituals of memory preservation and spirit entrapment. They find a journal, buried behind a false wall, written by a man named Kamar, a close friend of Ian's great-great-grandfather. It turns out that two men were involved in sealing the spirit, one in Gajranola, one in Lahore. The ritual had been split between the two cities to bind the spirit more powerfully. Mirun's unrest wasn't caused by a single betrayal, it was a collective failure, rooted in generations of silence and denial. As Ian and Zara dig deeper, they awaken something beneath Lahore's Haveli. Strange things begin happening across the city's old quarter, windows shatter without warning, heavy doors swing open in abandoned buildings, and residents report hearing wailing beneath the streets. Something has been stirred, and it is angry. One evening, while exploring a forgotten Sufi crypt beneath the Haveli, Ian finds a wall painted with Mira's handwriting, a poem sh once recited in the Gajranola Haveli. It becomes clear she trapped between the two cursed places, neither fully dead nor truly alive. Ian realizes sh had become a tethered soul herself during their failed ritual. Her disappearance was not a retreat, but a transformation. To free her, Ian and Zara plan a bold ritual. They must perform a simultaneous cleansing in both Lahore and Gajranola, in the exact chambers where the original sealing was done. Time is short. The curse is spreading, corrupting the very bones of the city's history. Zara agrees to remain in Lahore while Ian returns to Gajranola to prepare the site. The two keep in contact through handwritten notes delivered via trusted workers, since digital communication begins to glitch as the ritual window draws near. Strange symbols start appearing on their skin, faint markings that burn and fade. The final episode is a parallel sequence, Zara descending into Lahore's crypts with candles and relics, while Ian unlocks the sealed room once more in his family's Haveli. The chants begin, the ground trembles, spirits flicker in and out of form. Mira appears to both of them, but fragmented, torn between two realms. They continue, reciting the ritual, sacrificing personal items, Ian, a sketchbook of dreams he will never chase, Zara, a pendant from her mother, symbolizing protection. The room fills with wind and ash. A blinding light erupts. And then, silence. When Ian opens his eyes, the Haveli is peaceful. The once decaying walls now shimmer slightly, as though recently touched by rain. In Lahore, Zara emerges from the crypt to find the streets oddly quiet, almost reverent. The curse is broken. Later, Ian returns to Lahore. He visits the restored Haveli, now a cultural center, and walks quietly through its halls. On a wall near the old crypt entrance, he notices something newly carved, a poem, Mira's final message. It ends with the words, I remember the promise. I forgive the silence. He stays back, tears quietly forming. Zara joins him. They don't speak, but they understand something profound. This was never just about ghosts. It was about truth, remembrance, and choosing to face the shadows we inherit instead of burying them. In the final scene, Ian stands on the rooftop of the Lahore Haveli at sunset, the call to prayer echoing softly. He holds an old locket, Mira's. The wind blows gently, and for a moment, he smiles. Somewhere, her spirit is free.